morning. Whoever's coming in, and good morning. It's a beautiful cloudy day here. Hopefully it's going to rain. We've had a dry June, but now we're in July, so let's get some rain coming out. I don't see a whole lot of people here, and it is early on a weekend, 4th of July weekend, Saturday morning. It's 10 a.m. here. I've been on a 5-mile run, and I feel good. Hey, if you're coming in, leave a comment. Comment so I'll know you're here. I don't know who's interested in knowing more about how cosmetics are made and brands and all that. So while y'all are coming in, somebody wants to say, hey, that's good. This is a little different video than I normally do. It's not a funny video, but hey, just another troll. I think that there's some things in the cosmetic industry and makeup and cosmetics and skincare and all that a lot of people don't know about. And I happen to have some knowledge of that, and I'm going to share it with everybody. So let me play my intro while people are coming in. Hey, True Crime Addict. I'm going to play my intro, and then I'll be back in 2 minutes.
When you say you feel low and good things are hard to see, when you pray to find love, I know somewhere we could be. There's a place where we can go tonight. The rhythm will make it right, where everyone is happy and the sun will shine all night. Good time, let everybody sing. Why don't you let yourself slip out of control? Have a good time, let everybody sing. Get your feet up on the floor. So when the world feels dark and friends seem hard to find, you know how to light a spark, just to let your worries unwind. When you're down, there's just one way to go. Let us ascend tonight. Everyone could be so happy, and the sun will shine all night. Have a good time, let everybody sing. Why don't you let yourself slip out of control? Have a good time, let everybody sing. Get your feet up on the floor.
Well, good morning, people coming in. So just another troll, True Crime Addict, Sherry, Milan. Milan says that she is looking forward to this because that's good that you research your products, because as we'll discuss, there's really not much oversight in the industry for that. And well, it's just an issue. Oh, good, Remy. Anyone have any decent paint colors that aren't gray or aren't gray but are gray? For what? Do you like your walls? Hey, Amber. Wow, I'm surprised that people are actually coming in and interested in anything. In this. It's not bashing anybody, or well, I don't do a lot of that anyway, but it's not comedy. Yeah. And so here's the thing. If you're buying products from like an unknown source, you have no idea what like if you buy products from anywhere, it doesn't matter if it's at Walmart or Amazon or anywhere like that, you're going to get what you get, and there's not much oversight. And in order to, no, it's not a makeup sale. I say, hey, One Red Rose, do they own like everything? So if you're buying from one of the big brands, then you have to know that you're probably safe in that there's not like that you're kind of getting what they're saying, but there's no oversight. If you're buying from Amazon, if you buy makeup off of Amazon, and let me just say, okay, I had a couple of products. Excuse me just a second. Uh-oh. All right. I had sold a couple of different products on Amazon, and this is how I learned a lot of what I know about how you get on Amazon. And there's certain words that you can't use on Amazon. Now, I didn't sell cosmetics or anything. I didn't sell products like that. I sold just hard products. Yeah. Hey, Amber. So we're not going to get into a lot of deep research on this. This is kind of just an overview of the industry. L'Oreal drugstore and Estee Lauder. Yeah, well, here's the thing. Hey, Salem. Paraben is so many products. Okay, yeah. So yeah, I'm not really getting into products and what I'm wanting to talk about. Yes, this is what I want to talk about: counterfeit products. And in order to open a cosmetic brand or start a brand, let me just tell you what you do is you go and you find a manufacturer. And there are some in the US and lots of manufacturers in China. In order to sell the products that I sold, there was nowhere to buy them have them branded with my logo and send them to okay, so I had to order from China, and you go to these companies and they tell you how much it will cost you, and they have minimum purchases like 400 products or something, and they get less expensive as you buy more. You may never even get those products because they're coming from China, and they have to go through customs. I had a whole shipment of flashlights that I was selling that got thrown overboard in customs, or I don't know how they got rid of them, but they got stuck in customs because something to do with the batteries and fire hazard and all this stuff. With makeup and all the cosmetic kind of stuff, there is not a lot of oversight in that. And so really what sells products like that, there's a million small brands. Just go on Amazon and start looking for, let's say, some kind of skincare, like just a moisturizer, just something, and look at all the different brand names. And that's why, I don't like to shop at Amazon. I do sometimes, but it's just people who have been able to source a product and sell it. And it's all about your packaging and your logo and the wording that you use and all that stuff. And I'm just I know I'm all over the place. Sherwin-Williams, what is it called? Because that's what this room is. It's a gray color, but if you don't want gray. Yeah, they can be dangerous, and nobody knows what's in them, Milan. Yeah, you have to get legit brands, and they can also be, anybody can take a brand and manufacture, like Nike was getting that. I don't know if they still do, but huge shipments of stuff from Nike that's not Nike brand that is being sold as Nike by counterfeiters. Hey, just sagacious. Fake products. Yeah, they're huge. Fake products are a huge issue. And it's especially an issue when you're talking about things that you put on or in your body. So, you know, food is more regulated, but yeah, and be careful what you buy from Amazon. You have to really be careful because the stuff is shipped from China and you don't know what you're getting. Walmart equate hydrogel is the same as Neutrogena hydrogel. Yeah, a lot of products, you're buying the name. You are buying the name. Yep, dupes. There's dupes out there. Yep. So if you're buying makeup from, I don't know, I looked the other day, I went on Amazon and I put bulk makeup, and there's like, you could get 100 random beauty products in a box for, I don't remember, it was like 40 something dollars for 100 products that you could then turn around and sell for however much you want to sell each one of them for. But you have no idea what's coming in that box. And when you buy from somebody who's doing that, you don't, oh, I've got this and this. And well, it's just, it's not, it's probably a dupe if it came in a box like that. Hey, CK. So I don't even know, like all of y'all are talking about all this stuff that I'm not even aware of. Yeah, you just have to be very cautious when you are buying things that you're going to ingest or put on your body. So all the makeup. So let me show you this. So in order to start a cosmetic business, where is that? I had that. Private label. So the first thing you have to do is find a source to produce it. Let me find that. Just give me a second here. Thought I had that saved. All right, how to start a brand. So the first thing you do if you want to start a brand is you, oh, sorry. You have to, oh man, what did I do with that? All right, I'm going to try this. Well, you have to find, okay, you have to find the source. You have to find a place where you can get your product made. And you have to have a company. So if you Google it, you're going to find places in the United States, places in China. They will take whatever you want and they will help you formulate your product. And then you will get the Remy, yeah, you've got to find a place that will make it for you. And it's all about what color your bottle or your packaging, your logo, all this stuff that goes into selling something. If you're talking about smaller brands, and everybody started out small, so the big brands are probably going to be okay because they've been around, and if there's a problem with them, people will sue them and they won't be able to sell their products anymore. So these little brands, there's not going to be enough sales to get them shut down for anything. So you have to find a place that will make your product and help you with the packaging and all this stuff, and it has to be for a inexpensive enough price that you can make a profit. And you can do a quick search, and there are places in the United States that do this. This one's called Radical Cosmetics, and there's going to be pictures and everything's going to look all pretty and everything. But it's not, what's in that jar or in that bottle may not be what you think you're getting, or anything special. It could just be some cream. Let me try one more thing. So you need to find a niche. So you need to find, like, you're wanting to help people reduce wrinkles, or you find like one thing, and then you find a source that will make that product and do it for a price that you can afford. Jeffree Star, I don't know that product. I don't know that. I'm not into cosmetics. I just buy brands at the store. I don't order stuff like that on Amazon or anything. You have to really remember that you just don't know what you're getting. So private label skincare, this says, has been around, manufacturing has been around for 10 years. And what you do is you find a source. Here I'm looking at, I'm not set up to share my screen right now. You find what kind of bottle or, like tube you want to put it in, and you go with the colors that go with cosmetics, and you have to find the right logo, get your logo right and everything. But here's what happens when you buy, this is what's in cosmetics. The FDA does not regulate cosmetics. So, well, they do regulate under the federal Food and Drug and Cosmetics Act. They must not be adulterated or misbranded. So they must be safe for consumers, but they're not tested by anybody. Packaging and labeling must not be deceptive. Like, you can't say this product cures cancer, or this product will keep you from getting cancer. You just can't make claims like that. If you read, I noticed somebody who was selling makeup online, and they were reading the labels, and the labels sound so beautiful. Oh, and this sounds like it's so good, but it's not really saying it does anything. And the words all sound pretty and everything, but that doesn't make that a good product. They have labeling requirements under the Fair Packaging and Labeling Act. And so if you're selling on anywhere, if you're selling in a retail store or by mail order or selling online, on YouTube or anything like that, you have to follow the ingredient labeling requirements. So still, that's not saying anything about what is in that package. It's not. Let me see what y'all are saying, in case y'all have any questions. My daughter likes, good morning, Estee Lauder. Good morning, Almost Famous. So there's a big Maybelline plant in I think it's in North Little Rock, Arkansas. It might be in Jacksonville. It might be in Little Rock. I'm not sure. The labs probably do get some oversight, but what if you're getting your makeup, if you're ordering makeup off of Amazon? Amazon's not testing that stuff. There's not any requirement for the stuff to be tested. Hey, Michael. Oh, my cosmetic sale was right. Thank you. Thank you, Michael. No, I had this idea about talking about this because I was watching somebody sell makeup. This isn't about that, though. This isn't about anybody selling makeup, any particular person. I just want you to know that you don't know what you're getting, and it's not being looked at, and anybody can, hey, Deb, hey, Souls, hey, Kelly Marie. I just don't wear makeup, but still, I use moisturizer and things. And and the same thing with vitamins and any kind of supplements that it's all about the packaging and the wording. And Amazon, just look at the brand names. Like if you're trying to buy electronics on Amazon, I always try to go with the brand name electronics, because otherwise it's just made by whoever, and there's no way to know if you get that, if it's even going to work. But we're kind of, hey, Angie, we're kind of talking about things that you put on your body. Yes. On Walmart has started selling a lot like online, a lot like Amazon. Same thing. You go online for Walmart, and because I thought about selling on Walmart. Amazon it's a circus. You think YouTube's bad about not talking to people and stuff? Amazon is horrible. Although you could talk to somebody at Amazon, but I got out of it because people somehow they can hijack your listing and sell and it's your listing, but they get the sale, and they're selling a product that's not the product that you've put on there. So that's the other thing, is you don't know. I had this happen several times with 2 different products that I sold. They would hijack my listing and they would get the sale, but it would be my listing up there. I don't even know how they did it. And it just got to be so frustrating. Outside of, you got to test it first. I'll do that. I'm not sure about Jeffree Star. Oh, good for you, Remy. Yeah, Amazon's a trip, though. Amazon is a circus. Can't deal with Amazon. Although I have a couple of things coming from Amazon. No, actually, I think I did order something from Amazon the other day. And, well, let's just say that when I got it, I was a little disappointed. But that's okay, because you can get a refund with Amazon. But when you're buying things from, I'm just going to say, like, if you're buying makeup and skincare products from someone and you don't, and they sound good and they sound all that pretty and stuff, I just beware what you're getting. You don't know what you're getting. You'd be better to go to Walmart or the mall or somewhere and buy what you want. And then if something happens, you have a way to sue or go at least get a refund from it. If you're buying off of somebody selling cosmetics on the internet, you don't have a clue what you're going to get. That's good, Jenny Rose, if you're having good with them. Hey, Dippity Doo. You get a lot of refunds. Yeah, you just need to know what you're buying. Hey, almost already said hi, Mac, and yeah, I'm just not familiar with all these brand names and everything. But mostly what I'm trying to cover is, because I learned this when I was starting my business, was that that's just a process. And the biggest thing about starting your own brand for a business, like to sell things, is it's all about your brand, and it's a whole lot less about what's in the packaging. Okay, let me look now. Question: do I need to have my cosmetic products or ingredients approved by FDA? The law does not require cosmetic products and ingredients, except for color additives, to be approved by FDA before going to market. They can't be adulterated or misbranded, which means they must be safe for consumers when used according to label, and they must be properly labeled. With the exception of color additives and ingredients that are prohibited or restricted by FDA regulations, you may use any ingredient in your cosmetics as long as it does not cause the product to be adulterated in any way. You are legally responsible for making sure your cosmetics are safe and properly labeled. So that's a bunch of gobbledygook, because nobody's going to actually do anything unless something happens with that product. Remember, however, that not all personal care products are regulated as cosmetics under the U.S. law. Some are regulated as drugs. So some products would have to be sold under requirements for drugs. So products' intended use is determined by factors such as claims made for the product, consumer expectations, and certain ingredients. A product is a cosmetic if it is intended for uses such as cleansing the human body, making a person more attractive, or changing a person's appearance. Here are some examples of products marketed as cosmetics: makeup, moisturizer, hair dyes, permanent waves, straighteners, removers, perfumes and colognes, nail care products. Now, this is important. If a product is intended to affect the way a person's body works or to treat or prevent disease, it's a drug. But sometimes it is both a cosmetic and a drug, depending on its claims. Drugs must meet different requirements. So, and then they go on to talk about some personal care products that are regulated as medical devices would be like aromatherapy, dietary supplements, and just things like that. And then they go into about color additives, which those are looked at. FDA encourages both domestic and foreign cosmetic firms to register their establishments and file their product formations with our voluntary cosmetic registration program. But participation in this program is voluntary. So, again, there's really very little oversight in cosmetics. Can I manufacture cosmetics in my home or salon? It is not against the law to manufacture cosmetics in your home. But you have, and it says, keep in mind that it is your responsibility to manufacture products in an environment that will not cause them to become adulterated. FDA does not have regulations specifying good manufacturing practices for cosmetics. So basically, if you're not using colors, you have to get approval for those. Is that not crazy? Is it not crazy? Jenny Rose, I shop before I buy. Yeah, they're not. Hi, JD. Yeah, and be very careful about anything that says made in China because, well, just do. I'm just saying. They all do have colors. You're right. Jeffree Star, some of his palettes are half odd right now. I get a $65 palette for $20. Who is this Jeffree Star? Is that a brand? I've never heard of it. Something to point out, if you have bad allergic reaction buying products, you could return to a normal store, but not to a private seller. Yes, very good point, Amber. If you did have some kind of reaction to something and it like a really bad reaction, like it burned your skin or something, and you bought it from somebody who was selling it on YouTube or somewhere else, and there's no way to go back to the source and be like, well, this caused me. And also you wouldn't have any way to go back to that manufacturer. You just wouldn't. Packaging, and also you could the products could be counterfeit. You might think you're buying Estee Lauder, or I'm just a brand that's old and I've heard of. You might think you're buying some brand because it's got their packaging, but it's not. It's some other it's some counterfeiter in. Do you know how easy it would be to counterfeit, especially with our modern computer equipment and everything? Just put everybody's brand on stuff, get their same container, and put something in the bottle, and it's, well, that's good. Ulta does that. Yeah, I think Avon's still around. Hey, Tattoos. Biotin is a cosmetic and drug, improves hair growth and thickness. Avon's still around. I'm so glad y'all are in here talking to me. Hey, Save Robbie. I'm surprised. I didn't know if anybody would be interested in this at all. Yeah, and you can make all that stuff and you can sell it, and it can be really safe and sanitary and done right, but you can also buy stuff that's not. And the reason I learned about all of this is because, hey, Jill, the reason I know about a lot of this is because I signed on with this company to help me, build a brand, get a product to market on Amazon. And so in this group of people, it was a Facebook group that we talked about, and their little thing was we would buy from each other. So when my product was ready to hit Amazon, I might have 30 or 40 people buying my product, and then I would buy their product. Well, this is not even legal under Amazon. You're not supposed to do that. And as a matter of fact, a lot of us got where we couldn't comment anymore, or we got where we couldn't. Some people got where they couldn't even have comments on their, ratings and stuff on their product because it's against Amazon's terms of service. And this is what this company was teaching us to do. So I had a whole buttload. In fact, some of the stuff that I had the other day in my fake makeup sale was from purchases that I made from these other people who had sourced a product like a moisturizer from wherever they sourced it, had their labeling put on it, had it all produced, and it was ready to go. And beautiful packaging and all this stuff, but it didn't work, or didn't, yeah, please hit the thumbs up. Yeah, and that's why companies don't want their stuff to be resold, or one of the reasons. Well, for one reason, it takes away from their profits. But one of the reasons is because if somebody's saying they're selling Revlon, but it's not Revlon, it's some fake counterfeit Revlon, then that's going to give that company a bad name when something happens with that product. Plus, it undercuts their profit. Yeah, I've heard that hyaluronic acid is good. Save Robbie always follows me. Always. He can't get enough of me. He won't answer my email, but he keeps following me everywhere. A friend of mine just started selling it again, tried to add me to her group for it. So all of us were selling this stuff on Amazon. Some people had dog care products, dog treats, skincare products, all kinds of stuff. And we would buy each other's stuff. So I heard a lot about what was going on, and that's how I learned. That's why I don't like to shop on Amazon, because I've seen how the products come to market. Oh, good, Amber. Well, I will be more prepared when I do my distracted driving, and also the other video I was going to do, I can't think of right now, but I'm probably not going to do those live so that I can stay on topic, and then we'll do a premiere, and that way I can be in chat with you guys. But has anyone ever heard of BioSeal? It's great from joint, skin, and hair, taking them for 4 weeks. Oh, okay. I've not heard of that, Milan. Remy, watch your labels. Yes. Yeah, Remy, that's right. Just because some ingredients on the label, and like she's saying, it could just be just a tiny bit. It says it has retinol, and I don't know. Are ingredients on makeup the same as like I know with food, the first ingredient is what they're listed by, what percentage is the highest. So they start with water. Like a lot of products, they'll say water. That's the most, and then you get down, and then you get down in the things, and a lot of times you don't know what the hell those ingredients are that you're eating. It's crazy. Oh yeah. Well, be careful of what brand you get. I just prefer to go with brands that are known. Now I often use Equate. If y'all saw my fake makeup sale, I had all these Equate Walmart brand products because they're just as good most of the time. And everybody has their favorite things that they use, but collagen powder. So you can, collagen's going to be helpful. I need to get some collagen stuff. Hey, Earth. Hey, Angie. Oh, really? The name was misspelled? So I'm sure that happens a lot. Hey, Gold Star Mom. What do you sell, Gold Star Mom? That's true. Some ingredients don't need to be, just think about if you bought some, let's say dip, and it has garlic in it. You wouldn't want garlic to be the first ingredient. You would want garlic to be way, way down in there. So that's a good point, Jenny Rose. You don't need something to be huge in there. Marketplace, Jenny. Beware of the first two ingredients. They say alcohol too, so drying for the skin. Yes. I mostly sell name brand clothes. And oh wow, Gold Star Mom, I didn't know that. Send me an email at thescoopwithbarb@gmail.com. Let me see your store or whatever, however you're doing it. Is that like Facebook Marketplace? So if I bought cosmetics on Amazon, it could be the real thing. And what do you mean by real thing? So was it a name brand? Was it a brand that's been around like L'Oreal or Revlon or, I'm just thinking of some of the bigger brands. Blistex for lip gloss. What is this little? This is Revlon lip gloss. I don't know if it's the real thing. That's the thing, is you don't know. And it could be a counterfeit. I'm not saying everything that you buy on Amazon or anything is counterfeit. I'm just saying, oh, I didn't know that. Barcodes. Oh, you have? Or you did? Yeah, spotting fakes, but can you spot fakes on the internet when somebody's selling something? Or just notice the seller you buy from. Yes. When you go on YouTube, here's the thing for me, my knowledge of how products come to, get to Amazon changed my buying habits, because if you go on Amazon and you look up something and all the company names are weird, they're not really like, they're just odd. Just go look. They're just odd. Here, I'll do it real quick. I'll tell you what I'm talking about. So I'm going to look up skincare. Okay, here's some under eye patches. The brand is Nazano. Visit the Nazano store. And it's all pretty, and they've got all the right things in their thing. Let me look again. Let me look over here. We've got, I guess Elf is a real brand. Why don't they have the names in the... Here's one called Insta Natural. J-Lo Beauty. Is J-Lo, is that a real brand? Like J-Lo? J-L-O. All one word. J-Lo Glow Serum. Quartz Gloss Serum. Let's see who. Who is the brand? The Tonica store. Tonica. But the packaging looks pretty, and it looks like something that, oh, I bet this works. Here's a brand called SHAK. The main thing that the point I'm trying to get across is that anybody could make anything and sell it as a and sell it on Amazon or Walmart. I mean, even Walmart now has I don't know about the in-store. I don't know all the stuff about getting in a store. I do watch Shark Tank, and it seems like it's a really big deal to get shelf space in big box stores. And it's a big deal when somebody gets into like a CVS or Walmart or Walgreens or, any of the bigger companies, if you can get space in those. Etsy's a good place, though. I like to buy stuff on Etsy. And there you go, Remy. Is there a way to get a refund on items that you get from that you get from somewhere that's not the brand? You got to do the brand. Fake bags. Yes, that's another thing. Expensive purses and handbags and things like that. Those are often knockoffs. So why wouldn't people knock off makeup and stuff that doesn't have to be approved by the, really approved by the FDA? So here are some ways that cosmetics become adulterated. color additive violations. Misuse of color additives makes a product adulterated. Prohibited and restricted ingredients. Violating the restrictions on the use of these substances makes a cosmetic adulterated. Packaging. The composition of its container may make the contents injurious to health. Microbial contamination. Cosmetics are not required to be sterile, but microbial contamination can pose a health hazard, making a product adulterated. So you get that. There's no, cosmetics are not required to be sterile. Other contaminants, unwanted substances from a number of sources may adulterate a product. Any other problem that can make the product unsafe for consumers when they use it according to directions on the label or as it is customary. Can I label my cosmetics natural or organic? The same requirements for safety and labeling apply to all cosmetics, no matter what their source. This includes, for example, making sure that all your labeling is truthful and not misleading. FDA has not defined the term natural and has not established a regulatory definition for this term in cosmetic labeling. FDA also does not have regulations for the term organic for cosmetics. The U.S. Department of Agriculture regulates the use of the term organic for agricultural products under the National Organic Program, but not for cosmetics. Don't use terms such as natural or part of an ingredient statement, because ingredients must be labeled by their common or usual names without additional description. And remember, choosing ingredients from sources you consider organic or natural is no guarantee they are safe. Okay, here's another thing. FDA does not have a list of tests required for any particular cosmetic product or ingredient, but you are responsible for ensuring that your product is safe when it is used according to label directions or in the way it's customarily used. So, what if you bought some, let's say you bought some eyeliner from somebody on Amazon, from somebody selling it on YouTube or Facebook Marketplace or somewhere like that. And you got I don't know if you could get pink eye from makeup, but if you had some kind of eye infection from it, what are you going to do? You can't even get your money back. You can't even get your money back, and you have no way to contact the company, and it could have been a fake product, and just so many things could go wrong. Just be safe. Yeah, and you don't always get what's shown. That's true. Your purchase is refundable. Oh, y'all were talking about other stuff. Yeah, you do need to filter by, you want a product, the whole thing on Amazon is the social impact. Like you want a company that's got a lot of 5-star ratings, 4-star ratings, and you need to look at the 1 and 2-star ratings on products to see what people are saying. So you just go in there and look at the 1 and 2 stars and see what people are saying. If they're saying, well, it didn't work for me or stuff like that, that's, you got to expect you're going to get a certain amount of negativity. But if somebody's saying it caused a rash or it did this or it did that, that was bad stuff, you need to really beware of that. Hey, Peace. Hey, Sugar Beet. Sugar Beet. Yep, it boils down to buyers beware. I see it. That is interesting about organic labeling. I see it all over, and then you just assume the product is better. But I guess it obviously, and according to the FDA, it means nothing. It means nothing. Yes, any kind of product that has like any kind of supplements, really, those are, well, I don't even know how much they test them, but those really, you have to be careful. FDA does not have a list of tests required. Did I already read that part? Yeah. Available safe. You can use safety data that's already available on individual ingredients and on products whose formulations are similar to yours. This is for people wanting to set up a cosmetic business product, start a product. You may also need to do toxicological testing to fill in any gaps in the information that's available. Toxicology or other testing methods may be necessary to determine the safety of each ingredient and the finished product. Animal testing is not a specific requirement for marketing a cosmetic. However, whatever testing you rely on should be scientifically sound. As a government agency, FDA does not provide referrals for private testing labs. And don't forget microbiological safety. Cosmetics do not have to be sterile, but they must not contain any harmful microorganisms, and the number of aerobic microorganisms per gram must be low. Many factors can affect how your product may be contaminated, including use by consumers, such as dipping one's finger into a jar, blowing on your makeup. When I blew on that, it actually brought up my notifications. Blowing on your makeup, handling your makeup, using the makeup and then selling it to you. Many factors can affect how your product may be contaminated, including use by consumers, such as dipping one's finger into a jar. If you do not have the technical expertise to determine the best way to ensure your product is protected from contamination, you may want to work with a consultant. Wasn't it because of the Tylenol issue that products became so super sealed? Like there was something going on with Tylenol. They were putting something in them. I can't remember. People were dying from Tylenol or something. And now most of the time you get stuff in packaging that's not easy to get into. And that's good if you're buying cosmetics and things, because you don't want that to have been opened since it left the factory. There was a spider over there on my window. I'm just going to leave it alone. Can I use a post office box or website for the address on label? So here's the thing about, you can check on if your product you are required cosmetic labels to identify the name and place of business of the manufacturer, packer, or distributor. And that means you have to include their street address, city, state, and zip code. You may use the main place of business instead of the actual place where the cosmetic was manufactured, packed, or distributed, unless a statement would be misleading. Where can I learn more about? Okay, that's labeling requirements. FDA does not license cosmetic firms. However, state and local authorities may require licensing or have other requirements. So that's that about the FDA and how things are not even tested. I got so many windows open. The power of private label products. This says that Costco, for example, stocks around 1/4 of its shelves with its private label brand Kirkland Signature. Similarly, many purchases from mainstream sources like Amazon, CVS, Whole Foods, Sephora, and more are private label products. And so this is telling somebody how to start a cosmetic business cosmetics business. It's just a lot, y'all. There's just, and you have to think about your health both externally and internally, because your skin is an organ, and what you put on your skin goes into your body, and you just have to be really careful. You can find regular brand name. Yeah. I would just always stick with the brand name. If you're going to buy off of Amazon or Walmart online, stick with the name brand stuff, because you're not going to go wrong with, you're less likely to go wrong with those. Some disclaimers have disclaimers. Exactly. Yep. Sunscreen is very important. Rimmel. Oh, it was. So the Tylenol thing is what started all that? Was that like in the 80s or 90s? When was that? Now everything's sealed up. It'll be closed with something, a seal over the bottle itself. Then the lid's put on, and then I'm thinking of like vitamins and stuff. And then it'll have plastic over that so that if it's been open, you'll know. Which just reminded me, I need to go pick up a prescription today. I don't know why that reminded me of that, but I got to go to CVS. And I don't know about you guys where you live and everything, but I had two different things I wanted to buy yesterday. I didn't even care what brand they were. The store had none. One thing I was getting was olives. The only olives they had were stuffed with blue cheese or garlic or something. And I just wanted regular olives to make egg salad with. And they didn't have any. And they also, for weeks, didn't have any goldfish crackers. And they also didn't have any of, there are issues right now with production and products not getting, delivered, and it's just a mess, and it could get worse. Thanks, Remy. Please don't text while you're driving, though, Remy. That's another live I'm going to do about using your phone while you're driving. Even hands-free is dangerous. Hey, Spooky. It was 1982. Thank you. When I said 80s, I thought, wow, that's been a long time ago. But okay, so everything now, it comes sealed, and if something's open, don't buy it. Oh, there's an olive shortage. Well, I didn't know that. Why aren't the trees need to get in gear. Get your shit together, trees. We need some olives. So what else was I going to talk to you about this? It wasn't that. And just buyer beware. You can't guarantee, like here, I've got this page open to skincare products. I need to be more specific. Let's look up facial serums. Here's a brand called Eva. It's sponsored. That's the other thing on Amazon. When you go to a page on Amazon, there's going to be sponsored. Okay, Amazon, the more you sell, the higher you get. So your whole goal on Amazon is to get to page 1. You want your product to be on page 1 for your keywords. So if you're looking up, somebody's looking up, what did I click on? Because so here it comes up. The top 4 are actually sponsored, which means you're paying for your ad to be placed, hopefully on page 1, but sometimes you don't even get that because you've got to pay. And so when you're shopping on Amazon, you pull it up and like, oh, here's this Eva brand. It's the very first one that I see. It's got to be good. And here's True Skin, and well, it's in the top row too. And Thrive Skin Recovery Serum. Which one should I pick? And then you go down here, and this one says Amazon's Choice. Amazon's Choice. I never figured out how you got to be Amazon's Choice. I got it on some of my stuff that I sold a few times, and I still don't know how I got it. But here's some the Ordinary Face Serum set. And it has 3,008 reviews, and 81% of those are 5-star. That's pretty good. And then you got New Look Tree of Life Vitamin C Serum. Now these are at the top of this page, not sponsored, which means they're making a lot of sales. So that's something to look for on Amazon as well. The Ordinary Solution, the Ordinary Peeling Solution, and Hyaluronic Face Serum. And it's 9% off. True Skin Vitamin C Serum. All of this stuff it's all on Amazon. You want to be on page 1. You want your product on page 1. You've got to get the keywords. You need to get the keywords in the right order to get bumped up. You need to have the sales to get bumped up. You can't get a bunch of low star ratings. You're not going to go anywhere. So all of these have like really good, looks like almost they're 4 to 5 star rating. They're all really good on this first page. And all of these are brands I've never even heard of. Nova Lucia, The Ordinary, Asterwood, Rock. They look like big brands. Some of these look like, oh, I bet that's a really good brand. It's all about your packaging. And it's all about your wording and all those pretty words, the word salad, when people are reading off, this is Revlon Kiss. And it's blah, 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 blah. I can't read it. It's too small. Even with my progressive lenses. But anyway, that's what I'm saying. Go research your stuff. Don't buy whatever you see. And don't necessarily buy whatever comes up on the first page of Amazon. There's a lack of rain, pest, and such. Oh. I did not know that. Wow. The whole shelf was just empty. They didn't have goldfish crackers for a few weeks. I went in the store. They have been out of Truly. My, there's like the White Claw, the hard seltzer or whatever. And I asked the manager yesterday because he was standing there. I was like, y'all don't have any of this? He called the person at Miller who is the rep for that, and he said he can't get it. He hasn't been able to get it for a couple of weeks. It's a manufacturing issue. Sometimes these factories can't get enough people to work, so they're not going to be making stuff. Good, Jenny Rose. You need to make sure when you're shopping that you see if it's got sponsored. It's going to pop up on your screen. You're going to see it first. Or, it's going to be pretty high up on Amazon, and that doesn't make it any better. They're just paying per click to get up there. You couldn't use Mary Kay, but you helped her sell it. Is it bad? That's good, Sugar Beet. I don't research things. You bought Ordinary? Hey, Bones, I need to learn this as I sell products, but only sell good stuff because I have to use it if it's not usable. What do you sell, Bones? Dig, you can find treasures, yes. Rice bran oil. Yeah, thanks, Sagacious. Thanks for the thumbs up reminder. I did not know that. Thanks for the education, Liz. I will maybe go to a couple stores and see if I can find some olives, because if I don't know, I can't get my Truly. Okay, was there anything else to cover here? So these companies that you can hire, they will help you formulate your skincare products. This one that I pulled up does creams, hair care, serums, and face masks. But again, there's very little oversight. There could be rat droppings in your makeup and you wouldn't know. Or somebody could have killed a roach with the box. Something like that could happen. You just never ever know. Do y'all have any questions about anything? I moved from Janus, which is great stuff, but pricey. So I found a new brand. I'm loving the stuff I have used this far. It's VIC Beauty. Oh, cool. Yep, that's true, Jenny Rose. Certain amount of insect parts are allowed in your food, and but you're not ever going to know. That's why if I drop something on the floor, I'll, as a 15-second rule or whatever, I just pick it up. I'm not scared of a little dirt. You have bad skin or you have sensitive skin. Yeah, you don't want to think about putting some nice smelling facial product on and thinking that it might have rat feces in it. That's nasty. I just get olives, regular old olives. Just regular olives. Johnson's baby stuff is evil. I was not one of 8 midwives that recommend it. Are you a midwife? Ignorance is bliss. That's true, Sugar Beet. But I'm trying to just warn everybody, because I don't think a lot of people know these things. They don't know that it doesn't take much to sell on a platform like Amazon. And then I think that some of the people that they sell makeup and stuff, they buy it in bulk. That's the only way you could afford to. That's the only way you can make a profit. So you buy it in bulk and you just get this random box of brands, different stuff, and nobody knows what's in it. You like dirt in your cosmetics support with Steffa? Well, okay. Hey, Earthbound Spirit, you are late. You are late. You get a spanking. Oh, I get a spanking. P&G products left my buy list. Procter & Gamble. I was a midwife. I escaped and went into travel. So I book holidays now. Less stress, no mean asshats. All right. Nobody's screaming while they're having a baby. Oh, thanks, Sugar Beet. I'm just trying to take whatever knowledge I have and pass it along. It's just something that I didn't know until I started selling on Amazon and got into that group. And the guys who led that group actually bolted. The one guy was making all this money and charging like $10,000 to meet with people and do one-on-one with them and everything. And then I don't remember what happened to their business, but they just disappeared. And it was this Facebook group, and everybody was like, well, where'd they go? And it was like you paid for this lifetime thing, but it didn't cost that much. I didn't pay them $10,000 to help me or anything. Bullying management, not so, screaming ladies. Ugh. I just can't even imagine being a midwife, having babies coming out all the time. So buyer beware. Look at what you're buying. Beware of just random brands that are all over Amazon. That's why I have a hard time shopping at Amazon. I really, really do. And I like that they're quick, but I also hate the way, like, you can't shop lowest price to most expensive. You can't do things like that I like to do. I like to shop lowest to highest a lot of the time. Or if it's a product that there's like really cheap. I mean, I've shopped highest to lowest because I'm trying to weed out like parts and stuff. I'm probably not explaining that very well, but anyway, guys, that's about all I've got on this topic. And if you have any questions, you can always email me either about this or anything else at thescoopwithbarb@gmail.com. Be careful what you buy. Yes, Jenny, dog food. Yeah, it's the same way with a lot of things. High prices don't mean it's better. And what you get in a jar, it may sound all beautiful and perfect on the label, and you may think that you're getting some kind of cure-all product, and you just aren't, because there's no regulation. Good, Jenny Rose. That's what I want. I want people to learn a few things from me, and things that maybe you had never thought of, and then move forward. And but that's all I have for now, and I will see you guys tomorrow morning for my Sunday morning live. I don't know what we're going to talk about yet, but I've got to get on that. Have a great day.